Now let's consider this example. Simplify the following. Now our first one, we have 16 minus 4, and then we have 3x minus 2 all squared. And this, clearly, this is difference of two squares. Now we can rewrite this as 16, we can write this as what? 4 square, and then 4 we can write as 2 square, 3x minus 2 all square. Now from here we can rewrite this as 4 square minus 2, 3x minus 2 all square. While this one, if you have ab all to the power n, this is the same as an bn. So from here, difference of two squares. So a square minus b square, that is a minus b, a plus b. So we can write this as 4 minus, that is 2, 3x minus 2. And then we have 4 plus 2, 3x minus 2. Now, from here, why this? Because from difference of two squares, if you have a square minus b square, this is a minus b, a plus b. So difference of two squares. So here we can see difference of two squares over there. Now from here we have 4. We have to use the distributive property to expand this. So negative 2 times 3, that's negative 6x. Negative and negative, positive. 2 times 2, we have 4. Now here, this giving us 4. This time this, that is this giving us 6x minus 4. This time this, that's negative 4. Now 4 plus 4, this giving us 8 minus 6x. And then here, 4 will cancel out 4. So what do you have? 6x. We are simplifying, so we have to use the distributive property to expand. 8 times 6, that is 48. So we have 48x. Then here, x times x, that's x plus 6 times 6, 36. So we have negative 36x squared. That is the first one. Now let's see the second one, or even with the first one. Okay, what about if you don't want to use this method but you want to use a different method? Let's see, or alternative approach. So we have 16 minus 4, 3x minus 2 all squared. Now we can expand this, and this is the same as 16 minus 4. Let's bring a bigger bracket. This is just 3x minus 2, 3x minus 2. Or here we can use a minus b all square, which is a square minus 2ab plus b square. I don't want to use that. I want to take my time for you to understand better. Now, so this is just 16 minus 4. Now expanding this, we have 3x minus 2 minus 2, 3x minus 2. And this is just 16 minus 4. Now multiplying out, we have 9x squared minus 6x minus 6x plus 4. Negative and negative, positive. And here we have 16 minus 4. Now this will give us 9x squared minus 12x plus 4. We have to simplify the inside one first. Now this giving us, we have 16. This time this, that is negative 36x squared. Next time negative, that's positive. So we have 48x. And this time this, we have negative 16. Clearly this and this will cancel out, and we can write this as 48x minus 36x squared, which is the same as what we had over there, is the same as that. So you can either use this or that to simplify it. Now let's see the second one. We have 2x minus 3 all square, minus 2x minus 3 all square. Now here we can't apply difference of two squares. If you want to do that, unless we bring root 2 over here, then we square it. So with this, we have our 2 outside here. Now we have x minus 3 all square, and this is just x minus 3, x minus 3. But then before that, please let's note something. If you have a minus b all square, this is not the same as a square minus b square. Please, it is not the same thing. That is in general terms. If you have a minus b all to the power n, this is not the same as a to the power n minus b to the power n. It's not the same thing. So you can see that this is just, it can be x minus 3, x plus 3. No, x minus 3, x minus 3. You can close the bracket here, minus, now let's bring another bracket here, 2x minus 3, 2x minus 3. I have 2 outside here. Now expanding this, I have x, and then I have x minus 3. And I have negative 3x minus 3. Minus. Now over here we have 2x multiplying everything here. So we have 2x, and then this is 2x minus 3. Minus 3, we have 2x minus 3. We have 2 outside here. Now x times x, and this is giving us, that is x squared. This time this, negative 3x. We have minus 3x plus 9. Negative times negative, positive. Now minus. And this time this will give us, that is 4x squared minus 6x. And then here we also have minus 6x, later negative plus 9. Now we have to simplify board mass bracket first. Now we have x squared, negative 3x minus 3x. This is giving us negative 6x plus 9. We shouldn't forget our negative. So we have this, we have 4x squared minus 12x plus 9. Now let's expand using the distributive property. So you have 2x squared minus 12x. 2 times x, 2x squared, 2 times 6. We have negative 12, and then that will be 18. Minus, this time this we have minus 4x squared, negative times negative, that's positive. So plus 12x minus 9. Now from here, let's group the like terms. We have 2x squared minus 4x. We have minus 12x plus 12x plus 18 minus 9. Now what can we see? Now we shouldn't forget there's a square here. So 2x squared minus 4x squared, this is just negative 2x squared. Now this is cancelling out that 18 minus 9, that is, we have 9 here. So this is the same as 9 minus 2x squared. Very, very easy. Don't forget to subscribe, share the videos to your friends as well. And then on YouTube, we have a full lesson on algebraic expressions. We have factorization, algebraic fractions. A whole lot of them are there. Make sure that you go there and then you watch all the videos over there. Now let's consider this very one. So the numerator 1 over 3c squared minus 2 over 3cd. So let me rewrite it. So I have 1 over 3 c squared minus 2 over 3 cd divided by, we have 1 over 2 d squared minus 1 over 4 cd. Now with this, let's find the LCM over here. The LCM is 3. So the numerator becomes c squared minus 2cd. 3 will cancel 3, 1 times it, 3 will cancel 3, and you have that. So I have my bracket over here divided by, now over here the LCM, 2 and 4, the LCM is 4. 2 going to 4 2 times this. So that will give us 2d squared. 4 will cancel 4 minus c d. Now looking at the numerator here, c is common. So let me factorize c out. I'll get c minus 2d all over 3 divided by, now 2d squared minus cd. D is common. Bring d out. What do you have? 2d minus c all over 4. Now division will change to what? Multiplication. Why? If you have, that is if you have a over b divided by c over d, then you have a over b times d over c. You reciprocate the second term. So here we have to reciprocate the second term here. So we have cc minus 2d all over 3 times. So we have 4 all over d, 2d minus c. Now from here, look at this, c minus 2d, 2d minus c. They are not the same. They are not the same. And then we learned earlier that if you have, that is a minus b, we can factorize the negative out. And here we can get negative 1 here, we get b minus a. Hence, we can factorize negative from the numerator. And when we factorize negative from the numerator, you get negative c, and then here the d will come first, 2d minus c, all over 3 times we have 4 all over d, 2d minus c. What can we see? 2d minus c, we can cancel it out, and then the numerator 4 times negative c, so that will be negative 4c, all over 3 times d, we have 3d. Very, very easy. Don't forget to subscribe, share the videos to your friends as well. Okay, let's consider this example. We have 4a squared all over a squared minus b, and clear this difference of two squares. So we have 4a squared all over a minus b, a plus b, minus 2a all over a plus b, minus 2b all over a minus b. Clearly from here, what is our LCM? The LCM is a minus b, a plus b. So you have a minus b, a plus b. Clearly this will cancel this, leaving the numerator, so that will be 4a squared. Now a plus b will cancel a plus b, leaving a minus b, so you have minus 2a, a minus b. A minus b will cancel a minus b, leaving a plus b, so you have minus 2b, a plus b. Now simplifying, so we have 4a squared, and then this will give us as minus 2a squared, because a times a, that's a squared. Negative and negative positive, so you have plus 2ab, and then this will be minus 2ab minus 2b squared. B times b, b squared, negative 2 times 1, that's negative 2, all over a minus b, a plus b. Now let's see 2a squared minus 2, that is 4a squared minus 2a squared, and this is just 2a squared. 2ab minus 2ab, so this will cancel that, so minus 2b squared all over a minus b, we have a plus b. Now clearly, let's see from here, 2 is common at the numerator, so 2 out, we have a squared minus b squared all over a minus b, we have a plus b. Now the numerator is a difference of two squares, so we have 2a minus b, a plus b, all over a minus b, a plus b. This will cancel this, this will also cancel this, so our final answer is just 2. Don't forget to subscribe and share the videos to your friends. We have a full lesson on factorization, simplification, algebraic fractions. Make sure that you go to YouTube and watch all those videos. Now let's consider this example. The first one, simplify the following. 4 over, so the first one we have 4 over x squared minus 4 minus 1 all over x squared minus 3x plus 2. So we have to factor, that is x squared minus 4 and then x squared minus 3x plus 2. Now if you have x squared minus 4, when you factorize this difference of two squares, we have x squared minus 2 squared, and this is just x minus 2 x plus 2. Now let's also see we have x squared minus 3x plus 2. Two numbers when you multiply, you get 20, you get negative 3. That's negative 2, negative 1. So we have x squared minus 2x minus x plus 2. Now x is common, so x out, we have x minus 2. Negative 1 out, x minus 2. Now x minus 2 common, factorize x minus 2 out. So what do you have? X minus 2, x minus 1. Hence, so therefore, now what do we have here? So we have 4 over. Now what is this? This is just, that's x minus 2, x plus 2. Minus, we have 1 all over. Factorizing this, we have x minus 2, x minus 1. Now from here, what is the LCM? You have x minus 2, x plus 2, and then x minus 1. So here, x minus 2, x plus 2, then we have x minus 1 as the factors. Now, x minus 2, x plus 2, this and this will cancel this, leaving x minus 1 out. So we have 4 here, x minus 1. Minus, now let's see, x minus 2, x minus 1. X minus 2, x minus 1 will cancel. So what do you have? X plus 2. 2 times 2, let's put it in bracket. Now, simplifying the numerator, 4 times 8, we have 4x minus 4. 4 times x, 4x, 4 times the negative 1, that's negative 4. And then we have minus x minus 2. That's this time this and this time that. All over, we have x minus 2, x plus 2, x minus 1. Now, what is 4x minus x? This is just 3x. Negative 4 minus 2, that's negative 6. All over x minus 2, x plus 2, x minus 1. Now, let's see the numerator. 3 here, we have 3x, 6. We can factorize 3 out. So when you factorize 3 out, what do you have? X minus 2 all over x minus 2, x plus 2, x minus 1. Now let's see, x minus 2 will cancel x minus 2. Common factors. So we have 3 all over x plus 2, x minus 1. Very, very easy and interesting. Now let's see the second one, which is also a past question. So we have m plus 1 all over m minus 1. Minus we have m minus 1 all over m plus 1. Plus 4 all over m squared minus 1. Now m squared minus 1, that's the difference of two squares. So we can factor that is m minus 1, m plus 1. So here we have m plus 1 all over m minus 1 minus m minus 1 all over m plus 1 plus 4. And this will be m minus 1 plus 1, difference of two squares. Now from here, what is the LCM? Our LCM is m minus 1 m plus 1. Now m minus 1 will cancel m minus 1, leaving m plus 1. So m plus 1 times m plus 1. So you have m plus 1 m plus 1. And this can be m plus 1 square. And if you know a squared plus a plus b all squared, that will be a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. But don't worry, let's take our time. Now m plus 1 will cancel m plus 1. We have m minus 1, so minus m minus 1. We have m minus 1 plus 4. M minus 1 will cancel m minus 1. M plus 1 will cancel m plus 1. Now, expanding m plus 1 times m plus 1. So we have m plus 1 plus 1, m plus 1. So this is the first one, minus. Now the negative is affecting everything here, so we have to be very careful. Expanding, we have m minus 1, minus 1, m minus 1, plus 4, all over m minus 1, m plus 1. Now, if you've forgotten how to expand two binomials, please make sure that you visit my YouTube channel for a whole lot of lessons on that. Now, here we have m times m, we have m squared plus m. M times m, m squared, m times 1, m. We have plus m, this time this, plus 1, minus. Now let's see, we have bracket here. M times this, that will give us m squared. And this time this, that's negative m. We have negative m plus 1 plus 4. That's negative and negative, positive. Negative times positive, negative. All over, we have m minus 1, m plus 1. Now simplifying, so there's this one, m plus m, that's 2m. So we have m squared plus 2m plus 1. Minus, and this we have m squared minus 2m. Why minus 2m? Negative 1, negative 1, negative m, negative m. That's negative 2m plus 1 plus 4 all over m minus 1 m plus 1. Now from here, what can we see from here? Now 1 times everything is the same thing, so we have m squared plus 2m plus 1. Negative and positive, that's negative m squared. Negative and negative, positive, so we have plus 2m. Negative times positive, that's negative 1. We have plus 4 all over m minus 1 m plus 1. Now let's see, okay, let's take our time. Now we have m squared here, m squared minus m squared. Now let's see, we have plus 2m plus 2m, that's this and that's this. What do you have? Plus 1 minus 1 plus 4 all over m minus 1 m plus 1. Now m squared minus m squared, that is 0. 2m plus 2m, that is 4m. So we have 4m. 1 minus 1, that is 0 plus 4 all over m minus 1 m plus 1. Now what can we see at the numerator? Clearly 4 is common, so we can factorize 4 out. So when 4 comes out, we have m plus 1 all over m minus 1 m plus 1. Can you see some common factors? Here we have m plus 1 here, factors. So this and that is cancelling out. And this is just 4 all over m minus 1. Very, very interesting. I believe that this will help you to prepare very well for your exams.